sports. It's in the game.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in danger. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in danger. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place up. The place up, the place up, the place up, the place up, the place up.
Down, go to the down. I see cuz jogging down, jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin on my D-Bano. So jump on the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the black card on her, my knee longer than hair on her. Black cavity, and I'm the her dad's salary. Saudi, are you okay? If you're looking for somebody, all these children in my Achilles heel, yeah. I'll raise you to 100 yeah.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Are you on 10 yet?
We come to you from South Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, it's Miami-Dade County. It's the land of D. Wade. It's a place unlike any other.
No doubt about it, Ed. Every time you see the Flash play, it reminds you of greatness. No doubt he's going to show that tonight on the court.
Opening tip, won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Dragic. Here comes the screen with a drop step. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Not that time. Fires the three. He's got it for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Trae Young to Parker. From long range, his first effort off the mark. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Fires the three. Off the mark. No good. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. In the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Flushes it home. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Trae Young to Parker. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. It's the Heat with the possession. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Won't go.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Hawks, number 22, Rudy Gay.
Trae Young. Can't connect from in close. The follow won't go either. To Butler. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Trae Young to Rudy Gay. Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. It remains Atlanta basketball. For three. Rebound comes to Miami. That one's going to be out of bounds. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Into the game for the Miami Heat, number 16.
Collison to Rudy Gay. Knocked loose. And count the basket.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Come here.
He connects. Not the guy you think would beat you.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Collison. the front court. Trailing by 14. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance, gets a look, can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Butler. Around the perimeter. Screen coming. Nice pass to set things up.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Into the front court comes Collison. Down a bundle to Rudy Gay. Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Butler.
Big pick right there.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
And he can't convert the free throw. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Hawks have it. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. To Butler, out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Collison into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Jimmy Butler snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Darren Collison at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15.
Coming right back to you.
To Dragic.
I told you the screen was coming.
Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc, and Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
My man right here, y'all the choice. I got ball.
From the painted area, won't go down. Stuffs it down with authority. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
Three beats up.
To Parker. Sizing up the defense to Allen Crabbe. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Short jumper stays out. Into the front court comes Collison. His guys down big. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here's a chance from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Fires the three. Miami secures the rebound. Miami with the basketball. Waiters down low for Leonard. To Waiters. Has a look. Rebound claimed by the Hawks. Shot from the lane won't go. To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat, down to three. Now a steal by Atlanta. Darren Collison, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
He'd have the basketball. Dragic. Here comes the screen. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Hawks with the basketball. To Allen Crabbe. Probing the defense. Collison to Parker. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. That's no good. Trae Young to Parker. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Dragic. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. From long range, he engulfed him that time. Parker with it, trailing by 15. Knocked loose. They've recovered it. And stuffs it home.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Parker. Trae Young to Parker. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Jabari Parker. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 13, Bam Adebayo. Entering the game for the Hawks, number 30.
That's going to be out of bounds. Trae Young to Collison. Wide open look, won't go.
I got him. Here we go. I got ball. That's me.
Lets it fly from long range. Yes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Collison. Probing the defense. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Gets a look. Can't hit. To the rim. Collison to Trae Young. Down low, Collins. Nice pass to get things going.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here I come.
To Dragic. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To Collison. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Throws it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Heat were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat. The Hawks have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game trap. 3-point shooting.
The Miami Heat are taking full advantage of their opportunities from beyond the arc. If they continue to shoot like this, I'm not sure anyone could catch them.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Pick up.
To Allen Crabbe. The jumper's off the mark. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Fires the three, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again. Here's Atlanta. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. And the finish, slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
For 3, count the triple.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the 3-point shot is.
Trae Young. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Dragic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Trae Young. Oh, emphatic slam.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. To Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter.
Hey, check up.
To Parker. To Trae Young. Has a chance? Not that time. Throws it up. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Dragic. Goran Dragic. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. I'm here. Let's cut. Let's cut.
Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect.
I got your rebound. Make that, baby. Gotta make that. Hey, I got ball. I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Trae Young to Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. It's a big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
I got him. Get him. Don't let him get out.
Rebound hauled in by Atlanta. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Waiters. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Collison into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Allen Crabbe. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And a finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Into the front court comes Collison. His guys down big. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Big finish at the rim.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Collison into the front court. Down a bundle to Allen Crabbe. Curling inside. And scores.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Collison to Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Trap.
Darren Collison. Huge block. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
Deep three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. And it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting 5 has certainly earned the 4th quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Hawks have it. Collison takes stock of the floor. To Collison. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Rudy Gay to Collison. 4-3. Tough shot, Darren Collison, off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Count the basket inside.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Collison to Rudy Gay. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Off the mark on his free.
Substitutions. Substitutions.
I got it. Right. Hey, switch, I got him. Watch the cutter coming through.
To Parker. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Can't connect from in close. To Allen Crabbe. Trae Young to Parker. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Goran Dragic looking good. 4 for 5.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Trae Young to Parker. Cashes in for 2.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
To Dragic. Here's a chance from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Can't connect. To Dragic. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
From long range, and he buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Trae Young to Parker. Bam Adebayo swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The Heat have the rebound. To Dragic. Now a steal by Atlanta.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, ferocious slam inside. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Desperation shot here from half court. It's good! It's good! At the buzzer from beyond half court. Incredible! The Heat with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat. The Hawks did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Assists.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Miami Heat. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
Hey, I've been going and
like the Energizer.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Down, go to the down. I see cuz jogging down, jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin on my T-Bano. So drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the black card on her, my knee longer than hair on her. Black cavity, and I'm the her dad's salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? Need no. You can search if you're looking for somebody.
Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo! 80 my Rolex. Might make back the Benz. Pseudo coming out. Black on black again. I might go to trim. I may build to win. I don't exit here. Too much flexing here. Too much bread to get. I've been stretching up. Ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough. I don't plan for luck. I keep working hard. Who keep blessing us? I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. The made of my M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. And the place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place up, the place up, the place up, the place up. Somebody on 10.
Originality, come on, came to my car and it's sweet like a cabinet saying they after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody called my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horn scale. F12 Berlinetta. Michael was shorts in the winter. We'll turtlenecks in the summer. This is not for beginners, yeah. Came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, Kenny County. Got the swagger on me, yeah. Different fabric on me, yeah. Different on it, yeah. Married to the game, yeah. Holy matrimony, yeah. Oops, joke. Someone stage again, from up to stadium. I took my shot and made it in.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.